El Cassilero del Diablo, the house of the devil. Full transparency, I had 6 Holland beers and 3 Bud Lights in my fridge. I drank them slowly and watched a few live feeds, and I'm just about cool. But you know what? I'm not ready to fall into a coma or watch Golden Girls just yet. And I recently read that red wine is good for the heart, so this is more of a healthy choice option as we're going. We're going to pour a little Cassilero del Diablo in the vaso and sip on it and wax fantastic and philosophical madness with your boy, Jake America. Okay, drippy drip. Nice. Red wine is fine, man. Makes you feel sexy. Where's that dog? There he is. Hold on. Come on, brother. Well, there's every night there's gunshots all around me because there's all lots of farmland behind here. It's just commonplace. You hear pop, 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 and you hear these dudes on their crotch rockets doing a buck 85 on an old country road every night without fail. Just the way it is. And that's all good. That's America. That's freedom. Salute. Here's the gun rights. Full bodied. Nice flavor. It's not a bad wine. It's mellow, you know. I think the vibe of wine. Wine is divine, man. It's more of a down low chill vibe than beer or hard liquor. I don't drink that anymore. You don't want to see me on hard liquor. Thankfully, you missed those days. If you thought I was crazy on beer, holy shit. Oh, I was fine. I mean, I got into a lot more fights because people piss me off with a quickness after 4 or 5 shots of tequila. You know, beer, I control that shit, and wine, I'm just like all kinds of mellow, as mellow as Jake America can be. Oh, so where are my thoughts? Where are my goals? My aspirations moving forward? Don't forget my 2-year gun anniversary is coming up. I believe it's the second week of August. I have to look up when I bought my first handgun. I think that was more of in the beginning to the middle of July. But as far as ARs, it was August 16th through 25th, 2 years ago, for when all this started. You know, and I look back and I assess things I've done right, things I've done wrong, cringe behavior, selling pews to buy pews, making mistakes along the way, taking huge losses to further my goals, and you know, I've come to a place where I'm somewhat satisfied with my progress, but I have so much farther to go. I'm just at the precipice of it all. The Rottweilers want to go chase down mosquitoes and frogs. Hold on a second. Be right back. Don't touch that dial. Hey, you want to go out? Come on. There you go. I love my bear, but he's a juggernaut, man. He builds momentum. Get the fuck out of his way. He doesn't mean to, but he'll knock down a rhinoceros just trying to get by him. So he puts me to the side. I'm like 289.5, 292, depending on what meal I ate that day. And he'll bang into me, and I'm like I'm a rag doll. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that dog's solid, dude. I'll put it this way: I feel sorry for a motherfucker that comes in there with malintent because I know these two. I mean, I'm gonna go for them with my pew to eliminate the threat if we're in fear for our lives. But I kind of think that the dogs would do a lot of the work for me. Just saying. Don't break into my house. Cameras are coming up. Been researching those. We're gonna get a full garage, front doors, full fucking perimeter. It's time for video surveillance. All saved to a DVR, probably cloud-based. We'll see. I want real-time video surveillance on my property. You never know. Catch porch thieves if they happen. Dudes try to siphon your gasoline. That's another thing I saw that, which makes sense. Lots of people are stealing gas now. They're creeping and crawling up to people's houses at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, trying to siphon fuel out of your rides and shit. And that's just expensive. And I don't have a locking gas cap, which is odd. You think all vehicles would come with a locking gas cap, but these days they don't. Back in the 80s, they did on some cars. So yeah, like I said, waiting on the can, waiting on the LRF. My reign's in a fourth dimension somewhere. Nobody knows where it is, least of all Amazon. Milspec reached out with a basic email. We'll find a resolution if it doesn't show up by such a date. That date arrived today. So tomorrow I should be able to inquire as to which way to go. I'm not worried about it, but still kind of pissed. I wanted that light. That the bazooka would have blended nice with that radiant green Cerakote. USPS, for the most part, has been pretty reliable the last 6 months to a year, but shit happens, thieves exist, and you gotta ride the tide, man. Like that scene in at the house with Quentin Tarantino, John Travolta, and Samuel L. Jackson. And who's the actor that played? What's the guy's name from that movie? You know, the guy that Ving Rhames sends over to solve the problem because he shot the dude in the face. No. He's like, that's some good fucking coffee. Good fucking wine. Well, forward progress has been interrupted here and there. I admit it. And I got laughed at. Well, I used the thing with the teeth and the bad foot thing as a excuse not to be out there doing shit. The last couple of months, or month and a half, it's just been laziness. I really haven't, I got distracted by stuff. And frankly, it's got to a point where I'm going to sit my fat ass in this chair and watch NCIS reruns, and I don't give a shit. Taking a break from it all, But I want to get back on the old horse. On top of that, caballero. Can you say horse in Spanish? Caballo. El caballo negro, bro. On the black horse for all you rednecks. El caballo negro. Get back on the horse and move forward in a positive direction. That's what I was trying to say. Still weird at missing 3 teeth. I need to go. I looked into the financial end of it. I still need new glasses. I got my script. I still haven't done that. Everything is so expensive. Holy shit, dude. I'm like, the implants I looked into were like almost $2,000 a tooth. I'm like, I can't afford $6,000. But I'm chewing on the left side of my mouth because I'm missing 3 key molars on the right, which sucks. So I looked into maybe a bridge, some bridges. You know, that's where the fake tooth with the wire goes over the thing. Like, I was like, fuck, when did I get this old? I'm 48, I'm not 72, what the fuck? Probably these things. So, I gotta solve that problem. Somehow, I don't know. I'm not really into eating oatmeal and porridge the rest of my goddamn life. And eventually chewing on this side of the mouth gonna wear those teeth down to the point, you know, so I have to find a solution for a modern problem. Alright. Let's see, what else we got going on? That's about it. Gonna give the truck a wash. I love that damn truck. I've been looking at vehicles lately. I don't know, you know, I'm like, you know, it's paid off. I could still probably get close to 95K for it. Like, do you want something different? And I looked at Challenger, Hellcat jailbreaks, and I looked at Jeep SRT 392s. I'm like, no, I love my truck. It's a good vehicle. If you have one vehicle, a big ass, fully loaded, fucking pimped out diesel is not a bad way to go. What the fuck do I want with a T-Rex at fucking $6 a gallon? With the average MPGs of what, 4 to 8? Even though I don't drive a lot right now, going forward I may have to drive a lot. So, well, yeah. But still, it's fun to dream. I miss my Challenger. I miss having a muscle car. Keep going back to, oh, I'd love at least a side vehicle, you know, but I can't afford it. I was looking at those OD Green RT Scat Packs, but even those are 55, 65. You're still 500-600 a month, you know. So for a guy that barely drives, you know, it's one thing to be rich and have a collection. When you're poor like me, it's not really a collection. But, you know, enjoy life while you got it, you know. You never know how long you have to spend on this big, stupid planet. A few months from now, I could get the 6-month and you're dead diagnosis. I want to believe that I sought my dreams as best I could. I think I'm going to be alright, though. Anyway, I've babbled enough. I'm having some wine, watching some gun videos, thinking about moving forward in a positive direction, and, you know, one challenge at a time, rise above. I have been pushing myself more physically. No more of this fucking sedentary fat boy, you know, I've been jumping up and handling shit, which feels good. You know, so I'm going to keep that momentum going, and the world's the oyster, man. Just get out there and do shit. Be better. In all kinds of ways. That's the goal. My procrastination and my complete lack of devotion to expediency and a mindset that's saturated in an organizational structure and a complete lack of discipline, as they say in South Park. You lack of discipline. Yep, always have. You gotta get out there and do it. Stop making excuses. At any rate, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy 1 or 2 glasses of wine, and then watch a little Golden Girls and go fall asleep. Wake up around 5:30 to 6 a.m. I'll watch my Reba, sipping on my coffee, have a little light breakfast, and try to develop a game plan to attack the challenges of tomorrow. And that's all I have to say about that. Till next time, your boy, Jake Merrigan. Alright.